Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to have a look at the very first hybrid nation tech tree tanks. It's the very first nation of hybrids that we have seen in the game. Now, some of these tanks, of course, I haven't played yet. I've gone all the way up. I've skipped the whole line and gone to the very end. So we are going to look today at the AC Atlas. We're going to talk about the tank and is it worth grinding? We're going to decide if this tank is worth grinding. Now, it is a funky looking tank. I do admit, I think it is very funky, especially with this camouflage. I don't know if I actually like it with this camouflage, but it doesn't have, I don't think it has a legendary camouflage just yet. So let's just replace it with that one. I think it makes it a lot, hey, what are you doing? I think it makes it a lot easier with this kind of camouflage. I think the other one is a bit too much. So let's just put this camouflage on for now. So you can see the turret is a funny looking turret. Now, armor wise, it's not bad. And if we're going to look at the tank, we're going to look at the stats, and then after the battle, we will go over to Blitz Kit to have a look at the armor profile, just to see how good or bad it actually is. Now, let's look at the, well, first off, it is a tier 10 tank that does have two different guns. So you've got the auto loader here, and then you've got a single shotgun there. Run it with, I mean, it's up to you what you run it with personally. Now, personally, I probably prefer it with the single shotgun, but for the purpose of the video, we are going to show it with this auto loading gun. But personally, I would rather run it with the single shotgun, even though it's less DPM. However, it is more alpha, it's more damage, and what else is it? I mean, yeah, the aim time's quite a lot worse, I think, on the single shotgun, which is strange. But I think you drop 300 DPM. I mean, with this, yeah, it's not majorly, there's nothing major in it, in the difference. There's nothing major difference between both guns. So we're going to look, as I've said, with the auto reloading gun. Now, the turret, 360 millimeters of armor. Now, looking on paper, that is actually insane. Like, on paper, 360 mil on your turret is insane. But again, we are going to look at the armor profile when it comes to Blitz Kit very soon. Your hull, not so insane at 190. Your DPM with the autoloader is 2,694. Of course, if you run it with the rammer, if you run it with the single shotgun, you take off around 300 of that, so 2,300. Your magazine reload with this gun is 12 seconds, so not major. I don't think that's too bad for a magazine reload. And your shell reload time in between each shot is 3. Now, your shots per magazine is 2, and the shells per shot is 3. So it's basically, you shoot and it goes bang bang bang, then you shoot again and it goes bang bang bang. So it shoots 3 shells at the same time, kind of like the Annihilator, really. Your penetration, I think, is decent for what the tank is at 275. Your penetration on your APCR is 354, and your HE is 72. So not too bad when it comes to penetration, really. You do only have 120 alpha per shell, not per shot, per shell. So it's not too bad as long as you hit it. So where I say it's not much difference between the single shotgun and this gun, you've got to remember that you're not going to pen every single shot with this gun. Like, you're not. So, if you look at it like that, your DPM is probably actually better on the single shotgun, as long as you hit. Your aim time is 3.5 and your dispersion 0.344. You do have 8 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 38 kilometers per hour. Now, personally, I dislike the tank. I do not like the tank, but that is with me playing with this gun. Now, I'm pretty certain if I play it with a single shotgun, which is what I'm going to do from now on, I will most likely like the tank a lot more than I currently do. So as you can see there, 3 shots, but I only managed just over 300 damage. And then again, He was on low hit points, but we did manage to clear him. Now, the one positive about the autoloader gun is that magazine reload. I think it is pretty decent. Let's see what we can get here with 3 shots. I mean, 358. Can we go again? Not quite. Can we get a shot on him? Only 1, but at least it brings it down to a 1 shot. So you can see you're still only doing around 300 per shot. So you're doing a 600 per magazine, really, like if you get unlucky. Now, you could do over 400 with your single shot gun. So I think, you know, if you look at it in hindsight, your DPM is probably better using the single shot gun than it is this gun. Because again, 300, and then the second shells, we only managed to penetrate once. So we only done just over 100 damage. So that's why I dislike it using this gun. Honestly, some people may love it. Some people will probably love this gun. But personally, I would recommend just run it with a single shot gun. And that's what I like about what Wargaming have done. And I do think they should do this with more tier 10s. They have it with some tier 10s, not all tier 10s. Give tanks the give people the option rather than make them play it with a certain gun. There are some tanks out there which you can decide how you play it. The E100, you could play it with a short amount of damage, but better reload, or you can play it with a great amount of damage, but less longer reload. So it's, you know, at least they're giving you the option. Again, they're only 236. Let's see what else we can do. 380. So that's about 600-ish per magazine every 14 seconds. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But again, sometimes you might only penetrate 1 shot. Let's wait for this guy to come around the corner. And again, 377. And can we do more? We're going to do another 300. So almost 800 that goes. So a little bit better, almost just over 700. So yeah, a little bit better than it was the last shot. But yeah, it struggles. It really does struggle if you play it with this gun. Let me know in the comments, what gun do you prefer with this tank? I'd love to know what gun you prefer. But let's head over to Blitzkit and just look at this this armor profile. So here we are looking at the tank from an E5 point of view. Now, this is with the AP. This is what you're going to look at with AP. Just look how strong the upper plate armor is, and of course the turret. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. So of course people are going to look at that and think, okay, I can't penetrate you. I need to switch to my premium round. So let's switch to the premium round, and you can see it is still strong. Yes, there are weak points, but the turret, I mean, if you can hide your lower plate and only show sort of your gun barrel and above, if you can get on a nice ridge, that is insane. Like, the armor profile is very, very good. Let's just choose a different tank, something with better penetration. So let's go with, let's get rid of that. Let's go with a tank destroyer. Let's just go with the Jaeger, because as we know, the Jaeger is one of the best penetrating tanks in the game. And that is looking at the tank with a Jaeger, and look how red that is. If you're looking straight at it, if you are on a ridge, that is what you're going to see when you're looking at it in a Jaeger. However, of course, you switch to premium round, and then that is where it comes a little bit more juicy. So you are going to get penetrated, but people are going to have to switch to their premium round, because even that, like with AP, you move around, it will make it a very, very difficult pen. So I personally don't love the tank at the moment, because I have only played it with the auto loading gun, but I'm sure I will love the tank with a different gun. So I will be making a different video with the tank using the single shot gun to see if my mind changes and I then become an AC Atlas lover. Let me know in the comments below, what tank do you like the tank, and what gun do you use with this tank. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.